Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do Tekken 7 online gameplay with Lars Alexander in ranked matches. I also want to let everyone know I'm still looking to recruit players for my online tournaments for all our favorite games like Tekken 7, Soul Calibur 6, Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 11, Demon Slayer, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. For every 50 subscribers this channel gets, I'm going to do a $50 giveaway to one lucky subscriber to use Cash App until we reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. And if you happen to have your own YouTube channel, I will subscribe to your channel as well. I think all YouTube creators should subscribe to one another's channels to help each other's channel grow. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do hit the like button down below. Don't forget to check out the community page to see the latest image clips. I also have a new playlist called Announcements, so you can stay informed with everything you need to know about this channel, upcoming events, tournaments, raffles, and giveaways. And if you really want to support this channel, any donations, big or small, will help the channel grow. Please send me a text message saying donations to my cell phone number at 862-405-2191, and I will send you the link to my Cash App. It's the same number to enter into the raffle. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, here we go. Let's see who our next opponent is going to be. So let's get into Lars' personality, right? Lars has a heroic personality and a strong sense of justice. When the Mishima Saibatsu no longer aligned with his belief to be right, he led a coup against them. He is clearly a man of charisma and commands respect from his peers. As nearly as the Tekken force chose to join his rebel army. So basically, nearly half of the whole Tekken force joined up with him, with his sense of justice, with what he believed to be right, basically. Oh, this is going to be a good match. Let me see what else says here. It says, during his insurrection, he has also been shown to be a short temper, as he was quick to draw a gun on his father and shoot him during the Tekken 6 and became irate and furious with Jin Kazama. Now, Lars is Heihachi's biological son. Now, we could say that's the same with, Kazuya. But, after seeing the Tekken 7 trailer, I mean, I'm starting to think that, maybe Akuma is that boy's daddy. But nonetheless, let's say that, Kazuya and Lars are the biological sons of Heihachi, and Lee is basically the adopted one. So, it says here, during Tekken 6, he became irate and furious with Jin Kazama when the latter taunted him in the set of his friends, Alicia, against him. Lars has been shown both to have the emotional side of him and the expressive side of anger and sorrow in Tekken 6, especially at the loss of his lieutenant, but also to have the ability to set aside his personal feelings in order to do what is particularly and necessary. Now in Tekken 7, he has easily set aside his previous alliance with Raven in order to recover Jin for his own end. Remember, in Tekken 6, Jin was, he was wandering off into the pyramids and all this shit, and everybody was looking for him. So, yeah, man, shit was crazy. Now it says here, it says to recover Jin for his own ends, and also set aside his dislike of Jin with persuading to the journalist to do the same. Since Jin is necessary for his plan, Lars is set, Reliant, initially treating others with suspicion, as when Lee Chaolin first proposed an alliance with him. Now, they keep mentioning a lot about Lars' plans. Obviously, we all know Lars cannot stop Kazuya, okay? The only one that could stop Kazuya Mishima is Jin Kazama. It's his own son. Lars has no capability in order to stop him. He's just on a whole different league. And they keep mentioning his plan. His plan is to put father and son against each other. And I guess he's gonna take the winner on, since they'll probably beat each other half to death, and they'll be weakened state, and then he'll come over and take over for the win. At least that's what I'm thinking. Ooh, final round. You really thought you was gonna take me out, boy? Nah, we went to a final round. Here we go. Now let me see here. Let me go to read here. It says such as Okay, so he is a strategist. He is also trusts others to lead and often used to giving command of his troops, as to Tauga, so that himself could fight on the front lines. Lars is a, how you say, pragmatic soldier, and unframed to bring a gun to a fist fight is to serve his purpose. I wouldn't blame him. Got him with the special. Ooh, KO. You had me though. I saw you trying to spam your little buttons, but nah. Once the special went through, it's a wrap. Let's see how our next opponent does. Now, in the story of Tekken 6 Bloodline Rebellion, as the Mishima Zaibatsu waged war on the world, the G Corporation, led by Kazuya Mishima, rose from the Titanic to power and was the main opposition leading the worldwide conflict. Meanwhile, the Mishima Zaibatsu former Tekken Force soldiers began a coup. This is where they were talking about how half the force joined up with Lars. Look at that. And I'm fighting Heihachi. Look at that. Father and son. It must be fate. Now, to defeat against the Mishima Zaibatsu, the mastermind behind this coup defeated was Lars Alexandersson, a young and charismatic Tekken Force officer with the incredible physique and ability of intellect. Most important, he is the illegitimate son of Heihachi Mishima. And with the exception of Lars, no one, not even Heihachi, is aware of his this piece of information. Lars' goal is to bring peace by defeating his half-nephew Jin Kazuma. Lars' coup to defeat becomes the foundation of his rebellion, whose mission to his end of war. He wants to stop it basically. The war between the Zaibatsu started. The rebel army Lars leads is named Yggdrasil. There's no way I butchered the hell out of that name because I don't know what that means. The official strategy guide, the Mishima Zaibatsu, started with a war against the world. The rise of the G Corporation opposition resulted in a global trail of carnage. I love that word, carnage. In the fray of a large portion of the Zaibatsu special military unit in the Tekken Force defected from the organization to Lars Alexandersson, led the coup to defeat and become the ranking officer in the Tekken Force at a familiar young age too. Now I feel like they were just repeating everything, but I'm just gonna keep reading. In part of this renowned physical and mental ability, despite his high rank, Lars often fought on the front lines, which made him quite popular among his subordinates. Only he knew the fact that the Mishima bloodline through his father Heihachi, his blood veins. Even Heihachi was not aware of this piece of information. Now the prologue, it says the Mishima Zaibatsu started a war. Oh my god, I keep repeating the same thing. Hold on. Only know Okay, thanks to the support of a mystery investor, Lars was able to find a private military company, I'm not repeating that word because it's crazy, in North Europe as a place of stay in his rebel army. Several months later, an elite squad under Lars' commander was attempting to raid the Mishima Zaibatsu military complex. Now the ending description: 2 large Humvees smashed through the doors in the Zaibatsu building. The rebellion soldiers filled out with vehicles separating lines, making their way further into the building. Now, in dispatching the Tekken Force, the exciting building elevator, the rebel soldiers find cover behind the walls as they progress further inward. Now, they were stopped by the Tekken Force soldiers, with continued to arrive from the elevator in wave after wave. The shortcuts leads to Lars to exit one of the Humvees, walking towards the enemy Tekken Force soldiers. Backlit by the headlights of the Humvee still stationed outside the building. Seeing Lars' arrival, the rebellion soldiers fall back and cease fire, returning. Well, it was a fire, gunfire left and right. Damn, we're going to a final round again. Alright, as Tekken 4 soldiers reveal the rocket launcher and fire a missile at Lars, Lars deflects the projectile, which exploded as it landed instead behind him. Now, Lars charges towards the enemy soldiers, incapacitating the 4 of them with a quick succession of 1-2 hits. 2 Tekken 4 soldiers remain, as one of them aiming another missile and another remaining the rebellion force. Lars tackles the Tekken 4 soldiers and the 2 engulfed by an explosion. As the smoke fire begins to dissipate, the unscathed Lars stands and turns back to his soldiers, simply stating, "It's about to begin." Damn. So now it says here in the Tekken 7 official website profile, a former officer of the Mishima Saibatsu Special Military Unit, the Tekken Force, Lars, indicated a coup. Oh my god, is it gonna repeat the same thing again? Hold on. Blah 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 blah. Let me skip. That was Tekken 6. Now we're in Tekken 7. At a young age, he became an officer. Again, Lars had double. Alright, I'm just gonna read what it says because this is the last match right here. Lars had doubts about Jin's method to lead many Tekken 4 soldiers to carry out the coup to defeat the Mishima Saibatsu. After that, Lars survived many battles and now puts on a certain plan into action, hiding out with the High Rebel Army in secret bases. He is looking for the opportunity to strike. The summary of the in-game events. While driving into the Middle East, Lars watches Heihachi's announcement to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. He finds it and rescues Jin in a nearby, I don't know what that is, Salku, from being captured by the UN soldiers, bringing Jin into a facility owned by Lee. For his recovery later, Lars reunites with Elisa after she's been repaired by Lee. Okay, here we go. Now we get into all this is Tekken 7. While the three of them are watching over Jin, who is currently in a comatose, Lars is about to state his intentions for his nephew when they are suddenly attacked by the Tekken Force. Lars and his men hold off the soldiers while Elisa battles Nina. Right, because Nina led by, I think this time she's being led by Kazuya. The invading Tekken Force managed to airlift Jin to the hospital via helicopter, but Lee hijacks the helicopters carrying Jin. Actively a bomb within the building, Lars makes his escape with Elisa while Lars' army evacuates. Lee then destroys the facility while Nina is still trapped inside. Yeah, you're not gonna kill Nina like that, bro. Lars later asked if Lee was planning along to lure the Tekken Force to the building in order to defeat them. Later, Lee introduces Lars to an investigative journalist who is trying to uncover the truth in the Mishima Saibatsu, which I have to admit, man, that storyline with the journalist from beginning to end was amazing. I like this storytelling. It was really, really good. While taken to Lee, and Lars revealed the name and intends to cause Jin to stop the war, which has surpassed the journalist. Lars later then finds out the journalist preparing to kill Jin out of revenge because he started the war, which led to the journalist's family as one of the casualties. Through the understands that how the journalist must feel, Lars stops him from killing Jin, restating that he believes that Jin will be the key to ending the conflict. Again, I'm telling you, he wants to cause father and son to fight each other. A few days later, Lars and Lee, Elisa, and the journalist watch Heihachi broadcast of Kazuya's double form revealing during Kazuya's fight with Akuma. Oh, that shit was amazing too. At night, Lars receives a call from the Mishima Saibatsu informing him to pick up the journalist at the wharf after his interview with Heihachi. A few hours later, they all watch via Lee spy satellite as Heihachi and Kazuya fight for the final time inside a volcano. That shit was badass. But it looked like this is over. It's gonna be a straight sweep. I probably will continue his story later on. I'm not gonna have enough time, it looks like. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you guys on the next one.